All right. This looks good. I'm going to pull this over here. Hi, we're doing, we've got that is looking good. Let's go back a little bit so everybody can click one live for stream info. Perfect. We're good there. Hi.
Hello.
Is this going well?
I think so.
Are we all, I think they were here. Do you hear us in chat? Is there any sort of, yes, I'm getting thumbs up. Yay, we live, woo. Thank you. We had to do some last minute shifts here. Also, I want y'all so much closer.
Yeah, we can
There we go.
We can get comfortable. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good framing.
That is. Yeah, that's good framing. We had to do some last minute shifts in the room because I have this incredible agenda that is off to the left now that was actually right behind you, but really covered by the computer screen. So we adjusted all of that and we're back here. Thank you for joining us today.
I'm so excited to be here.
I'm going to introduce some of the people that are here with me. To my left, we have Dr. Amanda Stark. Some of y'all know her from our Operation Throat Camera, and then we dove even further into Will's vocal anatomy, and we did all those extended tests. Amanda is the person that's been organizing everything. She's like the head for making sure the papers are happening, to make sure that we're going to conferences, et cetera, and she's really been our lead connection to the University of Utah, which is just amazing. Amanda, because I can't ever remember all of the letters after your name, can you please tell the audience about these letters?
Yeah, so I always say, first and foremost, I'm a clinician. So I'm a clinical speech language pathologist, which is the CCC-SLP after my name. So the speech language pathology is really where I learned about the voice. And it was my excitement and my passion that ultimately led me to completing a PhD, actually at the University of Arizona here in Tucson. And so I have this PhD and then the CCC-SLP. Many more degrees than that, but those are what those letters are after my name.
And wait, how many degrees do you have?
Oh my goodness, I have 2 undergraduates, a master's, and then the PhD.
Whoa.
That's
a lot of dedication.
You're like, did you study something?
I think at one point my mom said to me, "You're done going to school now, right?" And I was like, "No, I still think there's like a law degree, maybe dentistry, and medical doctor eventually." But.
Yeah, all of those. Let's get them all there.
Wow.
Yeah, right. And then, of course, we have Mark here. If you aren't familiar with him, you really should be. I'm just going to put that out to channel. Mark has become a wonderful friend as well. And Mark has a channel, Kardashev Academy, that I became familiar with when we were first growing on YouTube and was like, whoa, this guy actually knows stuff about harsh vocals. And he knows a lot. He teaches really, really well.
I try.
Yeah, well, you do. You do. He even taught Kirk some harsh vocals at one point. We'll see how well that took later today. And additionally, if you guys caught the launch video this morning, we actually asked Mark to come in and be one of our featured artists. He's actually like kind of a bonus artist, I would say, because we're collaborating with Charismatic Voice and Kardashev Academy to make sure that he gets to come in addition to our 6 artists, which I'll talk about later, and go through all of these testings. Mark sings with a band called Kardashev as well, and I think that they're just horribly underviewed, in my opinion. Hi.
I just have to come in and make a quick statement, everyone. Apologies for all of the buffering and the lag and the slowness. Elizabeth has a Mac.
Oh, sorry. Hopefully that resolves itself. I went through so many cleanings on this computer. It is an old Mac as well. I'm supposed to update it hopefully very, very soon. So if there's some laggings, I apologize. It will hopefully balance itself out. I have seen it stabilize. But anyhow, Mark, Kardashev, they sound awesome.
Thank you.
Mark does brilliant false chord screams, especially, but all kinds of vocal distortion. He's going to teach us some false screams later today. And he has amazing cleans. So when we were thinking about people to bring into this study, Mark just ticked so many boxes for me. I know he's amazing to work with, so that's important. I know that he could do all of these vocal things and more and be able to switch and identify them, be able to really help us with the categorization of sounds. And then I love that you're spreading the knowledge everywhere. So Mark is going to be front lines helping us spread all of the knowledge that we're learning. So
I'm very excited. I appreciate, I remember when you called me, I was like, of course, I don't even think you finished the sentence. You were like, do you want? I was like, yes. Yes, I do. I absolutely want to be there. So I'm really excited. I'm very looking forward to seeing how things change, how the landscape changes, and just being a part of it. And being here is awesome. So thank you for the invite. I appreciate it.
Thank you for accepting.
Yeah.
And Mark and Amanda have just met, and they also both share an SLP background. There's some SLP stuff that Mark has done in the past as well. So I think it's going to be really interesting to hear the two of them, especially since they went totally different directions after that sort of like early studies. I think it's going to be really interesting to hear them talk about harsh vocals from two totally different perspectives. It's going to be awesome. Let's see. I'm going to set some expectations according to my awesome agenda over there. We are going to launch the Kickstarter, like actually launch it in just a few minutes. We'll do a countdown. Hopefully it doesn't lag during the countdown. And then Kirk is going to click launch on it. At that point, dive in. If you want to go and make sure you're already registered, please click on links. I believe that Sandra is posting some links in chat. Sandra is a wonderful person to work with as well. She's working behind the scenes. Kirk, community managers. Shout out to our whole team. Thank you for helping make things roll. Oh my gosh, thank you, video editing team as well. I've been really impressed with all the things that y'all have been putting out. It's been intense work lately. Thank you for joining. I had a couple other people I want to make sure I thank as well. We have to thank the University of Utah. Our original funding goal to just get to the point where we can fund 6 artists and a year of research, that amount is $250,000. It's so much money, but research is expensive. But it's still, there's a lot that's being done. There's a lot of people that are involved. So I'm surprised that we can even get 6 artists in 1 year with $250,000. And the University of Utah otolaryngology department has helped with a match fund, and Charismatic Voices pitching in as well. So we're able to bring the minimum down to $235,000 instead of $250,000. So thank you, University of Utah, for partnering with us in so many different ways. We really appreciate that. Big thank you to Sweetwater, who has provided a bunch of giveaways. I'll talk more about how you can get those giveaways later, including my favorite headphones. Just putting it out there. I love these headphones. You guys are lucky. And then I just want to say thank you to everybody that's helped me along the journey and being able to get here. It's been crazy. Released the story video yesterday and just brought me to tears thinking about what's happened. And it's just under 5 years. It's insane. And then big thanks, of course, to our community. None of this would happen without y'all. Really, truly. It is so important to have a wonderful, positive community that wants to make change for good. And that's you. So thank you. We're going to celebrate lots of little wins today. Obviously, we're going to be mostly focused on Kickstarter. We're going to have all kinds of things like the giveaways. We're going to have some teaching sessions. We're going to have lots of Q&As. If you guys have questions about vocal health, get them in. Or if you have just questions in general about performing or questions, go ahead and post those in chat. Sandra's going to be tracking those as well and bringing some into me. Actually, I think she's going to text me some. We're going to try that this time. So we'll have Q&A sessions. We're going to have polls as well. And we're going to have a lot of cheers. So I suggest you grab a drink. My drink of choice, just so you know, you need some. Would you like?
Yeah, I will take a splash, of
You'll
course.
take a splash? Okay. My drink of choice at this moment
Thank you.
Is this amazing jasmine tea that has like just a tiny bit of lavender and honey. Thank you, patrons. You actually introduced me to this tea. So grab your drink, whatever it is. Amanda is our coffee drinker here.
Yes, which is ironic coming from Utah, right? Because I'm from Wisconsin originally.
Right. So I suggest y'all grab a drink. What time is it? Is it time? Oh, we still have we have a minute and 15 seconds before we're technically supposed to launch it. So I'm going to tell you a couple more things. Oh, let's talk about what you can do how you can help right now. Again, none of this would happen without you. And there are so many different ways that you can help us get the word out. You can back the Kickstarter pledge. We've designed all of the tiers, and I'll talk about them in detail later. We've designed them all so that people can pledge at different amounts that are comfortable for different budgets. Hi. I have to, I'm being called. Can you guys be
Does that mean we get to chat?
We get to chat.
Okay, so you said speech pathology you originally started.
So this is a very important clarification that I always say, because sometimes people get the wrong idea. So I went to school for speech therapy. I was working on my undergrad, but I got very, very sick and I did not complete the degree. So I learned a lot, and a lot of what I learned informs the way I teach about muscles and about anatomy and the way that the voice works. But I do not have SLP qualification. Every once in a while I'll get an email and I'll be like, hey, based on the sound of my voice, do you think? And I'm like, I think you need to see an ENT. I think
I mean, just what you said is really all that is needed. I mean, when you take undergraduate courses, they're daunting and overwhelming, and the content and everything like that, but you are learning so much. And that's why they've created programs like a speech language pathology aid as an undergraduate. So you can go in, facilitate, and work with a speech language pathologist if you choose to go on and do a master's degree or not. But you are getting that knowledge and that information. Sorry, you said that, and I just needed to dig in more.
I love this. I love this. I just wanted to shout out to some people here in chat. Scott, you got your iced tea, green tea? Hello, hubby. Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Jaeger. Yep. Hubby brought some news to me. We're actually going to stall the launch for just a few extra minutes because there was a legal thing on the back end that the dev team just figured out. So the final tier needed like this extra write-off on it, essentially, which if you guys don't already know, the final tier is amazing, wild. It's just insane. So there's a legal write-off. They needed to switch it right before we launched. So we're gonna talk about the tiers, I think, before we actually launch it, and then we'll do our countdown when Kirk says it's ready. It is crazy back there. Everyone say thank you, Kirk, because poor man. You wouldn't believe how much he's coordinating right now. It's insane. Let him cook. Oh, right.
He did ask to cook French toast this morning, and I looked at him and I thought, it's amazing that you suggested that, but maybe not today and right now. So he wanted to.
I know, and our kitchen's also currently being remodeled. So there was a guy that was in here like scribing for where a shelf goes. It's like Kirk is organizing that while also all these things in the back end of the Kickstarter. It's insane. Mark.
Yes.
I feel like we need a little mix up here. Can you present a gurgle of some sort?
Okay, I can
John
present
Smith
a gurgle
also has
unless
a great question.
the organizer has another request.
Gurgle or a gargle?
Are you kidding me? I'm so chaotic. That's ridiculous. We're good to go live, but the tier will not be available currently.
Okay.
There's coming soon.
Okay.
But we're good to go live.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
The moment.
Can I still get a gurgle?
Yes. I'll do one of my craziest ones real quick. So.
Ooh. Yes. I feel like I heard extra overtones in that somewhere.
Wait, yeah. So in my band Kardashev, we call it screamy cheekies.
Screamy cheekies?
Because when you pull on your whiskers, you and all you got to do through that is and you get a lot of really cool sounds.
I can't wait to try that.
We're gonna have a great time.
How do you do that MRI, Amanda?
Every time you guys show me a new thing, I'm thinking, how am I going to capture these things?
It's gonna be fun, and there are a lot of other sounds that I'm sure you'll hear throughout the amazing study that y'all are doing. So.
I'm just really excited about what that one looks like. If that's even possible.
As their arms are
I don't
know.
You can kind of simulate it with like a tongue in the cheek, but it's not quite the same. So
it's like ping pong.
We'll see.
With the tongue.
Yeah, maybe.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay. Cheers. Y'all, I believe it is time to actually launch our Kickstarter, which is exciting. So we're gonna do a countdown. And then Kirk is gonna put it up. So let's count down from 10. Here we go. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5,
5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Voice science!
Oh, we got to cheers it.
Oh, we're gonna do.
And
This
then
is,
eye
right.
this is a big deal. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, sorry, eye contact.
This is a
It's
big
all eye
deal.
contact.
You got to cheers a big deal like this. Come on.
And it's a big deal. It's like I was writing this email last night. I was like, it really is like history. It's insane. This study is able to launch so many things. Wow, like the vocal health aspect is fascinating, but even just understanding how you make sounds like this and how that resonance chamber is shifting, you put all of that then into the possibilities of music therapy. It's like,
Yeah,
wow.
I think as you and I have just talked so extensively in this idea of history and being on the cutting edge and what does that mean in science and this application to the arts and this sort of marriage and beauty that's coming from the education between these two things. And you and I were just talking this morning about changing these siloed approaches to working together and having this community. And that's really the biggest thing I've been able to learn from you and the Charismatic Voice community is how collaborative and how necessary these collaborations are in order to continue our knowledge and that growth. And the information that I've gotten from the chats and from the input that you've been able to translate to me, and then even just watching artists like you, Mark, create sounds, and as my brain is trying to like create this Philodex and classification to give more information and more knowledge to the people who want to do that themselves. That's what feels like the history to me, and that's what's overwhelming me with emotions and excitement. So thank you,
I love it.
as you did your big thank yous for your contributions to science and for being willing to work with a university, because as you know, it's not easy. And you know, the expenses aside, it is a lot. It's a very vulnerable position to be in, I think. And you've not only been vulnerable with us, but with your community and what all of this takes and the personal, you know, contributions yourself that you guys have done. So a huge thank you. And Kirk, perfect timing.
I need to mention, y'all, like when Amanda's talking about vulnerability, like this is a huge risk for us. We are tossing ourselves off a cliff. It's nuts. Like it's terrifying. With Kickstarters, if we don't make minimum funding goal, none of it happens. Oh, Kirk is already saying, currently $0, 0 backers. I think you guys can't see that actually.
We'll have to get a new.
Get it closer
pen
to
that's,
the. There are bigger pins right over there on top of that cardboard box.
Thank you.
All of my mess is moved to a corner so you don't see
Oh my
it.
goodness. Yeah.
Mostly it's like, I need to send that thing in the mail. So he's going to be tracking number of dollars or percent raised and a number of backers as we go along today, and that's going to unlock some rewards for all of us to enjoy. Ways that you can help us, because this is super scary. So if you want to help, obviously you can back, but we've made backing tier levels available to any sort of financial situation that you're in. I think some of these tiers are just extraordinary, and I'll talk about them in just a bit, and really worth investing some pretty pennies into it. But having been broke for most of my life, I understand that there are many people out there, and I want to support you. Like, we made a $2 tier. That's our first tier, so that anyone can join. And that $2 tier is going to get you access to all of the early research PDFs, the author copies. Additionally, there's going to be some other PDFs I think we send along, and it gets you access to all of the fun stuff in the campaign, including all of these social goals that I want to talk about that you can help us reach today. Social goals, you can help us reach them through doing things like pledging on Kickstarter. Commenting on the Kickstarter page helps reach some social goals and rewards, which is just kind of cool. Like, all you have to do is go $2 and then go comment, and we'll be closer to having some pretty awesome rewards there. If you share your pledge, and there are specific hashtags also, you can share that with hashtag TCV Science is one we're using quite a bit. Watching the launch video, you can share the launch video. It's really helpful for us. That launch video And there's also a story video that I did yesterday. Both of them would be very helpful to spread around. Share them with your mom, share them with your friends, share them in Discord channels, share them with singers you love, share them on Facebook, all of those things. It's really, really helpful to just get the word out, get some more people in. And again, it's not just, it's nice if you do it out of the goodness of your heart, but also it will unlock rewards. Even if you're just at $2, you'll get access to something, if we get far enough, like a full album reaction analysis that you'll get to help choose. So again, we'll talk about that in a bit. And we also have a bunch of really fun social goals. So I'm going to read these off of my phone. These are silly. We just wanted this to be fun. So again, anybody that's in this at $2, like you can just help us reach these fun things with us. It's really helps. So some social fun goals. 25 selfies with blue hair. You can Photoshop this, okay? I don't know if y'all ever saw, I did like really early on a little moment with blue hair, right?
Yeah.
Because I love Joy from Inside Out.
Right.
Yeah, 25 selfies with blue hair. 50 screams on Instagram Reels. This one needs to be tagged with Hear Me Roar, by the way, or TCV Hear Me Roar. So there's specific tags that go along with this. And I'm going to ask Kirk or Sandra to make sure that they get those tags in because... Oh, there we go. Now I can see it on my phone. I had to turn it sideways. Okay, so the 25 selfies with blue hair, hashtag TCV Science. Make sure you have that. 50 screams on IG Reels. Like, you could have just, like, taken Mark's scream and then put it on IG Reels, by the way, and put hashtag TCV Hear Me Roar. 300 videos of your weirdest noises.
That's a good one.
Somebody's gonna come out with like armpit farts, I'm sure.
I hope so.
Get creative.
I want to open up Instagram and all these socials and be like, I've never heard that before.
Right? No, I hope so. Right, and you don't even have to have your face in this one. So if you can send us or post a reel and tag it, hashtag TCV Make Weird Noises. We want 300 of those. 50 videos singing through straws. Amanda's going to help you with this later if you're not really sure what to do, but I hope you get creative. Hashtag TCV Vocal Research goes with that one. 250 selfies using your tongue.
Just said that out loud, didn't you?
Has to be
Just
appropriate.
say that out loud.
It goes without saying. It needs to be G-rated.
You need to be able to post this on Instagram and tag hashtag TCV Support Vocal Research. I hope I see some weird tunnel scream tongues, okay? And then 50 selfies wearing your horns. You know I have lots of awesome D&D related things. I have great tiefling horns. So 50 selfies on Instagram, hashtag TCV Wear Your Horns.
I started writing down where we were at and the percentage, and then it just kept going up. And let's thank Joe for a voice lesson with Elizabeth.
Oh, big thank you out to Joe. We've already raised over $17,500, y'all.
Wow.
So thank you. Kirk is going to continue writing. It's just flowing in. Apparently he can't keep up with it. That's really
I
exciting.
kind of like watching him having to run back and
Yeah,
forth.
just back and forth, back and
So keep
forth.
that up.
Right, keep it
The
going.
kilt fluttering in the wind.
Oh, the
You know
kilt
what I mean?
flutters, right? Man, kilts are so awesome. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's, I'm sure y'all have gone in and explored some of the Kickstarter tiers now. So, actually, wait, sorry. I need to talk about what your rewards are for these social goals. So I just want you to know, can I get it here? I can't even get it on there.
Something really quick too. I'm wondering if we just
Go that way. Oh, that would be helpful.
Oh, there you go.
Look at that!
I was.
Yay! Oh man, they're so
I have
smart.
very limited spatial
My agenda
awareness,
is
but-
moving into a better position.
She's a problem solver.
Yeah, she is.
You know, while she's doing that, I think another really cool thing to think about with these pledges is that you're not just investing in research. You're not just investing to get an incentive. You're investing in the future of an entire genre of music, an entire landscape of healthcare. And like, if you love metal music and you want more metal music, this study is going to make it easier to get more metal music because you'll have better vocalists, healthier vocalists. You'll have better performances. So like, if you love metal and you love harsh vocals, like, you're literally deciding the history of where this goes. Which is, I think the incentives are awesome. I already know what they are, but I think that's the coolest part personally. And I'll shut up now. But I'm just so excited about that.
Yeah.
That like, this is literally going to decide I could go on forever, but
I love that it's so important for metal and for rock. Basically, anytime you're bringing distortion in, but we also have seen the glimmerings of using these distortions to improve clean singing as cross training. Yeah, I just heard about that a few months ago and was like, what? What? I can use this as cross training potentially for opera singers? Like,
what?
I know. I'm not kidding.
That surprises me. I'm gonna be
saw
real.
some convincing
That
stuff.
surprises me.
I don't think it's fully published, but just so you know, I do
Convincing
think
stuff is going to be how safe and good these types of screams are for the voice.
yeah.
Right.
So I'm wildly excited about the potential of this. And the social, when you guys are helping us towards those social goals, all of the fun ones I just named off, there are different stars that are applied, 5 stars, 10 stars, 15 stars, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can check out some more about that and the details of it in that Kickstarter page, but just so you get an idea of what can be earned through helping us reach those things. First one, 5 stars. Kirk is going to do my makeup and nails on Livestream. It might happen today. Maybe if you guys ask repetitively, maybe he'll do Mark's makeup too.
I'll do it. I'll allow it.
Or Amanda actually has appropriately colored nails right now. So I don't know.
I never knew this is what I needed to bring out the alter ego I have of myself.
Right?
The self-discovery has been
Like, this is
eye-opening.
it. This is me. The next level is that I am going to invent a cocktail and mocktail bad drink recipe, because Lord knows I'm really terrible at doing that. So I'll do it on video and provide you with the recipe just for giggles if you really want to taste how bad I can cook sometimes. Next level is...
Thank you, Arthur, for a voice lesson.
Oh, thank you, Arthur.
And thank you, Brad Roberts, for a sponsorship.
Oh, thank you, Brett Roberts. Oh, for a sponsorship. Oh, Shiny, we got to talk
reach
about
out.
that and make that happen soon.
We got to do a giveaway.
I
It's
haven't
time
even
for
told you
giveaway.
guys how to get to the giveaways, and you already reached one.
Holy cow.
What?
Holy
So let's do
cow.
a giveaway to all the backers currently on the
You
Kickstarter.
can't see my goosebumps.
How long have we been live?
Yes.
Yeah.
How long have we been live?
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
That's what I've been
15
telling you.
minutes,
My
maybe.
mind is blown. You guys are...
I'm gonna start crying, y'all. Can I see the numbers again, Kirk? So sorry.
I'm like literally shocked.
And there's about a
Here we go.
1 to 2 minute delay. So
1 to 2 minute
by
delay.
the time they see this, it's going to be far past.
After 10 minutes live, we have raised over $32,000. We are more than 15% funded, and we have 275 backers.
That's insane.
That's insane. That's insane.
I was like holding my breath.
I'm like sitting here and I'm like, I never had any doubts, but I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
this is actually gonna happen.
I've
Like
had
this
doubts.
is
I know, this is the moment where I'm like, can we talk about extreme relief?
breathe it out, you know.
Yeah, that's insane. Thank you guys. In
Amazing.
case you didn't know, this actually is going to lead us directly into giveaways before I even told you how they were going to happen. So, or told you about them. The giveaways associated with the live stream today, some of them are provided by TCV, some of them are provided by Sweetwater. And some of the Sweetwater ones are still in transit. I think they got delayed in the holiday traffic. So I'm going to tell you what they are, and I do have some of them right behind me. The other one's actually supposed to arrive today, so we might get to bring them in once we hear a ding dong. Their giveaway list is on here. So with this much, I believe we are unlocking two giveaways. One is going to be a TCB merch giveaway, and one is going to be a Sweetwater giveaway. And the way that you get this giveaway, we're going to have both a link that is posted right now, although I don't think we've even posted it yet, so this is like going out right away. A link that's posted, and people that sign up on that link, it's a big general page, you'll automatically be entered in a drawing. Everyone who has backed the campaign so far is also automatically entered in that drawing. So there are 2 ways to get in: back the Kickstarter or sign up in that link, and you can actually do both. We like that. So the first Sweetwater giveaway is going to be Barodynamic DT770 Pros. These are really sweet closed back headphones. I wear Barodynamics. I have different ones. The ones I usually wear on camera is actually going to be the next giveaway. It's the 1990 Pros. Those are open backed, so there's bleed through them. They're not the ones I record with. I record with closed back. Closed back are the way that you make sure that nobody else is hearing your music or the microphone doesn't pick it up and bleed through. Open backed I like for the spaciousness or really long-term comfort. So they have different purposes, and Bear Dynamic is an incredible headphone company. Sweetwater, if you guys aren't familiar with them, it is the place to go in the US if you need any sort of audio gear. They have the best customer service representative. They will just tell you all about all of these options. There's no pushiness. They just want to help. And it can be confusing when you're getting into audio gear. So I love them. I love the rep that I work with. And they donated a bunch of things for us to give away. So Bear Dynamic DT770 Pros closed back headphones. That's the first one. Check out the chat for how to get that. And there will be a drawing soon. I'm sure I'm going to be given a name and I'll announce that name. You do need to be here so that you can say, I'm here, and accept your giveaway. So please, everybody stick around as we're going through giveaways to make sure you can accept it. And then the other giveaway is TCV merch. We're going to give away a TCV t-shirt spoiled by metal. This is our most frequently bought short. I'm having problems speaking. I'm so overwhelmed right now. So TCV t-shirt spoiled by metal. You'll get a code. We'll take care of all the things. So
you may be overwhelmed, but your vocal control is impressive.
Oh, well, thank you.
You know how we say you can hear someone's nerves? You're masking well. Can't wait to find out more.
That was a really nice compliment. Sorry. So, we're gonna raffle those off. Essentially, we're gonna do a drawing for those. I think right away, and I'm gonna be brought some names, and you guys get to find out live. So the way we're doing this is however much percentage we get to. So we passed the percentage of 10% funding already, which was that was our first trigger for the Sweetwater giveaway, which is why we got that. And then a number of backers as well. And so we passed that, and so we get our number of backers, which was our TCV t-shirts followed by metal, which pales in comparison, honestly, when you look at these headphones. But I still really like the t-shirts.
It's a cool shirt. It's a very cool shirt.
Ooh!
Oh.
I gotta be careful kneeling so I don't show anything on camera this time.
You and I both.
I would like the whiteboard back.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
we're past 42,000
Wow.
at this point. And I'm going to go update it.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. This is
amazing.
This is happening.
It's happening.
It's feeling like it's happening.
It's for sure happening.
It's feeling like it's feeling like it's happening.
Yeah, like I'm gonna say it. It's for sure happening. I'm putting it in the universe. It's it's for sure happening. No questions asked.
I'm hydrating over here because I'm thinking about the cocktails that are coming. And I'm like, so if I hydrate to dehydrate, that's gonna be my motto.
That's what I should be doing.
Yes.
That's what I should be doing.
Would you like some water? I have some. This might have a little bit of Elizabeth germs in it.
That's okay, as
but
long
I'd
as-
be very happy. It is like very nice purified water.
Hopefully it makes me a better opera singer.
Oh, it will. I assure
perfect.
you. This is magic water. It will make you a much. I don't really know how much better you can get though. I have to say your vocals are extraordinary.
Well, thank you. I'll say I can feel my head voice strengthening right now.
Huh.
Yeah. Beautiful. Perfect.
Well, let's I want to talk about the Kickstarter tiers because I'm sure there are going to be some questions about them. Though y'all seem to be just on top of it right now. Yeah. But I'll go through them. I know you guys are good on it. I'll go through them briefly. And if you have any questions, post those in chat. And I'm going to be brought in some Q&As about those so we can answer your questions right away. So with our first tier, that was that $2 tier, right? That's early access to author copies, so research PDFs. I think this is so cool. Additionally, there'll be another perk that goes out today, another PDF that's just like kind of a fun bonus.
You now have a voice lesson with Robert K. as well.
Robert! I'm so excited to have a voice lesson with you. Thank you! Also, I love working with you.
I wonder if any of these people would be willing to let me just sit in and watch that magic unfold.
Oh, they
in
might.
their session.
They might.
I know that might be a little bit of an interesting or a vulnerable place to be as someone's like exploring their sounds, because I'm feeling anxiety just thinking about myself doing these things. But it is a powerful connection between these singing coaches and students, and watching aha moments come to light and your expression to them that just kind of has this domino effect and can really highlight a lot of things for them, and this just kind of takes one thing. And I've noticed that in sessions that I've watched is there's this harmony between a singing coach and the person having the lesson. And I know it's with my sister even is finding that person that you're kind of comfortable with and you kind of springboarding this for people. I'm excited to see how that goes.
Well, I will say anybody doing a voice lesson, they will be recorded. You'll have that lesson for life. And if maybe, especially after the end of the voice lesson, if you're like, okay, I feel like that was not too bad, the recording might actually be something people are willing to share after, just in case, like that way I feel like there might be people that would say yes to being in too. But Amanda's put that
just
out
being
to the world
for the moment.
So I like it. Ask and you shall receive.
Exactly.
Right. All right. So first tier, $2. Second tier, for $15, you can get 2 reaction analysis videos. These will be. We're doing a bunch of reaction analysis videos to featured artists. And our artists actually get to choose the video of them that I am analyzing. So that was how we got around the, like, how do we choose this? We really like the idea of the artist saying, I want you to analyze this one. So you would get 2 of those at the second tier. The third tier, you get all of them. This is the tier that I personally think is like, this is just a stellar deal. It's $35. The second tier is $15 for 2. Third tier is $35 for all of them. So if we just get base funding, that's going to actually, we were putting 6 RAs. This is actually 7 because we have bonus mark in here. If the project does expand and reach stretch goals, and we have 9 artists or 12 artists, then we will have that many additional videos that you'll get access to, still at $35. Oh. Wow. Bring it here. 20% funded in 20 minutes.
1% per minute is wild.
That's wild.
1% per minute.
This amount is so much. How are we ever gonna make it? And it's 20% in 20 minutes.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm like I have like it's bubbling.
I can feel her emotion. It's overwhelming me. So
yeah.
Oh, I like the lip.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a good little warm up there. Yeah.
I'm just being a horse.
I'm kind of interested in doing that with the. If I could pull my cheek.
It's easier with whiskers.
I think I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
I had a student simulate that sound with 2. I'm not even gonna lie, 2 plastic coat hangers. Because she didn't have whiskers and she wanted to learn how to do so. She got 2 plastic coat, and I was like, that would be amazing
The
on
lip
stage.
spread. Yes.
You should do it. I don't know if she ever will,
Oh,
but
we could do like
you
a
should do it.
piercing too, like a connection to like.
Ooh. Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's-
you can pierce your cheeks so you can do this.
if you want to do it.
Mark recommended it.
Sure. Of course I did. Yes. You heard it here, folks.
All right, so here we go. Can you believe? I thought that I would be able to get to the tiers before
I know,
explaining more giveaways. We haven't even said who got these giveaways yet. So you know, your next giveaway, someone right now is going to be taken from that giveaway sign-up sheet, or I should say, and the Kickstarter backers. We are going to be taking a random name from that pool, and they'll be getting the Bear Dynamic DT 1990s Pro. That is these headphones.
What is
Okay.
the value?
Oh,
I asked the question.
I think they're on sale right now for like about $500. But I think when I first
This
got
is
these, they were
amazing.
like $900 or $1,000. These are beefy.
The quality of gear on these tiers is
Wow,
nuts.
They're good headphones.
Great headphones.
Sweetwater did not skimp. Just in case you're like, are these good? Like, yeah, they're really good. I have been meaning to actually get Kirk a pair of these because I like mine so much. I haven't gotten one for Kirk, and I've been like,
Christmas.
yeah, exactly. So these are really nice. I would like to be entered in this drawing.
I know that.
Right? Right? I know we're exempt. We're exempt, but
For shame. For shame.
and we'll also be giving away a long sleeve T-shirt. Oh, that's what I'm wearing. I really like this shirt. I like the long sleeve version, I'm just always cold, and it's also coming up on fall season. So long sleeve version, charismatic voice shirt. I like it a lot. My grandma also likes it a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Wholesome.
The long sleeves, I guess, are key. I didn't know that they were so in. I was like, I was all about t-shirts for a long time, and now I'm like, long sleeves. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, being a man of fashion myself, I already knew that. No, I had no idea.
You have an extensive black t-shirt collection.
I have an extensive. Listen, the discount rack at Target. We're best friends.
We're best friends.
Besties.
They call me.
Yeah.
Target's awesome. I gotta say.
Target is pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go back to those tiers, by the way, and it is now the time to actually talk about the artists, since we have these reaction analysis videos to all the artists. Right, we have Mark on board. He's our bonus 7th, and that is, I think it's just amazing, because I talked to him, I was like, okay, like, I really want you in on this, and how do we make this happen? Like, I want you here. And Mark's like, I'm up for all the testing. Sometimes some artists, I think, will like bow out of a certain test, which is totally allowed. There are different health reasons that a person might not want to do different specific things. Mm-hmm. So it's really important for data, I think, that we have full sets of data. So it's really helpful to have Mark being willing to come in. And we're able to make it happen with some funding for Charismatic Voice to make sure all of the travel and everything is covered. And he's just amazing. So I'm really excited about that. Mark. Mm-hmm. We also have 3 male artists and 3 female artists within our first group here. So our male artists are Travis Ryan from Cattle Decapitation. I'm particularly excited about him because he is, I believe, the professional screamer with the most longevity. He's been doing this for such a long time. He pioneered so many of these sounds. So I'm really excited. Though Phil Bozeman has been doing this for a very long time too, and they have a very different kind of sound. I love also that these people can both sing and scream. Just putting that out there. That was something we wanted to have that ability to go to cleans as well in the study. So we've got Travis Ryan, we've got Phil Bozeman from Whitechapel, and we're going to be releasing just some regular reactions on the channel of those, by the way, soon, because I did go and hear them for the first time. We have as well Spencer Sotelo from Periphery. I'm super, super excited. Ooh, Suzanne Rowland, what?
You wanted a drawing, right?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, which one? Okay, is this number 1? This is drawing number 1.
Number 1.
Suzanne Rowland, please
Congrats.
sound off in chat. This is excellent. I was like, which one is
Yeah, sound off in chat if you're
Sound
here.
off in chat. Suzanne, you'll be getting those closed back Bear Dynamic DT 770s. Oh, I know. My chat. Where did it go?
It went away.
It did. Let's go.
Aye.
And I'm going to depend on
you.
Sandra and Kirk to be watching that. Yeah. Suzanne Rowland. You're going to get those headphones, the closed back ones, that will not annoy your coworkers.
Congratulations. I don't own a pair. I have worn them.
They're nice.
Jealous.
You're gonna love them.
You're gonna love them. Yeah. You're going to love them. So back to our artists. We have essentially 4 guys that are going to be coming in. We have Mark here. We have Travis Ryan, Phil Bozeman, and Spencer Sotelo. So I hope that all of you will check out their music because they're really, really exciting artists. They're all really nice. I'm really excited to work with them. And just so you know, I have been asking in comments whose throat you wanted to put a camera down for a while, over a year. And we were led to these artists from your comments. Really, really, truly. We had lots of talk from other people as well, and Mark has told me you connected us with Phil actually.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've been thinking we've seen Phil's name mentioned a whole bunch. Thank you. The comments really influence the channel, in case you wondered. Our female artists, which I'm very excited about, Melissa Bonney. I actually asked about this it was a year and a half ago, I think. I started talking with her about this. She is just exploding right now. Brilliant singer from Ad Infinitum. I love their song Outer Space. I heard it live when they were with Camelot. I really love that song. And I like that with all of the artists we are studying, we really want to have a variety of longevity. Melissa's one of the newer artists who's able to really expand into lots of different types. So Melissa Bonney at Infinitum, you might have also heard her with Camelot recently. And then we have Elisa White Glues from Arch Enemy, who is one of the sweetest people. I've gotten to know Elisa better, and I love her heart. I just put that out there. Also, I think she's one of the has some of the most longevity out of female screamers. It's impressive.
She's been around for she is an icon. She's been around for a very long time. I don't know exactly how long, but yeah, that's a long history there for sure.
Yes. So very excited to have Lisa on board. And then the original screamer that got me into it all. I was so excited when she said yes. I was like, what? Really? Tatiana from Ginger. I think a bunch of y'all saw that when I just couldn't stop giggling. That was the entry drug for me. So I can't believe that she was willing to do this. So those are our artists for our initial bring-in. If we reach a stretch goal, I just want y'all to know, if we reach a stretch goal, Devin Townsend has already said that he's in. So if we get to our 9/, actually it'd be 10 at that point. If we get to that amount of, we get to that stretch goal, Devin Townsend's going to come in, and we have other artists we have approached. We'll see what happens. There's room to actually build on that roster should we reach stretch goals. For me, I'm just like, if we get funded at all, I'm like, big breath, because the research can go.
I am so excited at the potential for Devin Townsend to be involved, because everybody is a phenomenal vocalist, and it's hard to pick a favorite. But if you're not familiar, and you want to make sure that Devin Townsend just after this stream, YouTube Deadhead Live, listen to the whole song, but the end, those pitched
screams.
We've all heard a lot of music. Sometimes we feel like we've heard it all, but I still get goosebumps.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately, when I listen. My wife gets annoyed because, like, that I can't play that song in the car without being like, so it's like, and I don't do it nearly as well as he does.
But if you started the shushing when they try to talk to you during those songs, you're like, no, we gotta start it over.
We gotta start it over. Yeah, I'm very excited about that possibility for sure.
Yeah. Right. So, I am very excited. I know Devin personally as well, and he's a wonderful person. Like, we have really wonderful people that are helping with this research. So I think they're volunteering their time. I guess it's not a surprise. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so those are your reaction analysis videos. That's in both the second and the third tier. When we hop to our fourth tier, there's going to be a behind the scenes video that we create on site. We'll have moments where I plan to go over to the camera and just give asides every now and then. Like, oh my gosh, did you know that Mark refuses to eat any food with seeds in it?
That's true, actually. That's true. I won't do it.
This is true.
It's true. Yeah, sesame seeds
I have so many questions.
or like quinoa or anything like that. I won't do it. I'll be happy if you all enjoy it, but I will pass.
Or it might be that Mark comes over to the side of the camera and says, man, that throat needle thing, I was so scared. Way easier. Amanda made some adjustments, and actually, it's a super easy procedure now. I have no idea if that's going to happen. Actually, it might. I don't know. Behind the scenes videos. We have so much footage that we gather on site, and so we really hope to make a fun behind the scenes video. I think it's going to be very special, and I think it's going to be very personal. Fifth tier. This is at $100. Your name in the credits. We are going to make at least one big science video about all of this. We plan to make multiple if we can. And that means your name would roll in the credits of those science videos.
Currently not in chat. Sent a message, not getting a response. Are we doing another drawing?
Suzanne, can you hop into chat? Suzanne, roll
Suzanne!
it. Make sure you say hello in chat. You have to be here to get your giveaway. Say hello. Otherwise, we're gonna dial another name. Let's draw another name for the next giveaway and give Suzanne another 10 minutes.
All right.
Yo, I see Andy in the chat. What's up, Andy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, Kickstarter is already over 25%. He said already a quarter funded. That's so exciting.
I really do want to go back to the one question. What about pretzels? That just came up.
Pretzels are okay. Essentially, here's what happens. If I eat very small seeds, I will get a horrific 6-hour-long stomach intestinal pain that is not worth the deliciousness of any sort of toasted sesame delight. I miss it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a health thing, and so we super respect it. And I sometimes obviously can like tease you about it.
Figs can't do figs. Anyways.
Oh yeah, tiny seeds.
Exactly. Yeah.
By the way, thank you, X. I just saw that you pledged $100. That's gonna be such a fun tier. Have your name in the credits. By the way, everybody that is pledging right now, and in the first 24 hours, there's this really cool early bird benefit. You will get your name in our logo. And if you've ever seen these like words that are made up of tons of tiny words, like words within words, we are creating a design with all of our early bird supporters within our logo. It might even be in the dots. We'll see what happens. But like in this logo, your name will be in it. It will make up the charismatic voice, which I think is very much representative of what we stand for. So early bird supporters, no matter what tier you're supporting at, you get that early bird benefit. Super awesome. After this tier, at our 6th tier, you have a $250 tier that is an exclusive live stream. It's actually exclusive live streams.
What?
And I wrote that down 2 minutes ago. It's already hard.
What did you call these eyes? The deer god in headlights?
And-
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
What?
Chris Barnes.
Chris Barnes?
Is going to be getting our next prize that I listed off. Chris Barnes, that was our TCV Spoiled by Metal t-shirt.
Okay. Chris gets a spoil. Okay. I'll put
Spoiled
that
by Metal t-shirt. Chris, call out in chat. Tell us you're here. And then we'll make sure we've got your email and everything and get you this t-shirt. I think we have your email because of how we...
Yeah.
So just make sure you're in chat.
message everybody
We got
who's pledged to Kickstarter, and then if you didn't pledge to Kickstarter and you posted in the Google form link, I also have your email. So.
Chris Barnes, you get a t-shirt. Spoiled
But
by
be in
Metal.
chat. Be in chat.
Be in
Be
chat.
in chat.
Also, over $59,000. $8 over $59,000. What percentage is that?
Higher than 20.
Higher than 20.
You're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I think that we're really close to unlocking our next giveaways. Actually, and we're not even like up
Yeah, I haven't even had
to
time
speed on drawing.
You guys keep donating. I need to work on drinks soon, right?
Oh,
Okay,
true.
Oracle
What's the
just
first
asked the
We got
question
some-
I would want to ask, which
Oh.
was, could you donate the lesson to someone else? Because
Oh,
this
yeah.
person would not want to be...
100%. That's totally fine.
So we
That's a
could
great
gift?
question.
Yeah, you can gift the lesson to somebody else. I have no problems at all with that.
Your phone's right there.
Her phone.
If
Mine?
you wanted a gift.
Oh, me!
Listen, yeah.
Me. Could I do it for you and just,
Do
to
I
see
need
the
voice
interaction?
You get
I
the
do
lesson
need
to
voice
Kirk.
lessons, guys. I took some from Mark and they didn't work.
That they didn't work. Terrible.
Yeah.
Tree feather is Suzanne.
Oh, Tree Feather!
Tree Feather is
Tree
Suzanne.
Feather!
Here.
We
Okay,
got
cool.
you. We
Okay,
got you,
awesome.
Suzanne.
Good,
You've
good,
got
good.
headphones coming your direction. I'm so glad you spoke up. I think there was our team is on it, checking these things. Tree Feather and Chris Barnes, sound off to make sure you get your t-shirt. Thank you guys, 59,000. All right, I'm gonna keep going through the tiers here. We've got at $250. This is exclusive live streams access. While we're on site, the way it works is we're gonna bring in 3 artists to at a time to go through all of these tests. So we're gonna have a live stream each time we're with a group of artists. So you will have, if we're funded, you'll have at least 2 live streams that'll include the artists and myself at some point while we're there. But this could be 3 live streams if it's 9 artists or 4 live streams if it's 12 artists. So just so you know, that's actually a lot of live streams. I think those are really awesome benefits. I'm still talking with artists about what exactly they would like to do. We are open to suggestions, but I think it'll be a really lovely live stream. And we're keeping that number low so that people can ask questions and really be involved at a personal level. After that, $500, 7th tier. This is the time for cameos, y'all. I've had so many companies over the years ask me to do cameos, and there are lots of things where you can sign up and say, oh, sing happy birthday for somebody, or send somebody a good luck message, this kind of thing. I love the idea, but it's very time consuming. But I am willing to do it for this Kickstarter. You want me to sing happy birthday to your mom? I'm on it. I am on it. Basically, ask what you would like for it. It's a personalized thank you video from me. It should be 60 seconds or less. And within reason, okay, I am allowed to say that's not okay, right? But ask for something that you'd like a personalized thank you for. It's the one time I'm doing it. And then our next, oh my gosh. Our next one, the 8th tier. Just so you know, everything from tier 1 through 6 stacks. So as you go up in the tiers, you get everything from before.
Whoa.
After that, there's branching essentially. So if you wanted a personalized thank you video, you'd get everything from tiers 1 through 6 as well. The next tier, tier 8, is a personal scream analysis. You get tiers 1 through 6, plus Amanda actually has been really taking lead on this. Can you talk about the personal scream analysis?
Yes. So, and we'll dive into this a little bit more, but part of these efforts and realizing your own limitations as a scientist was needing to bring on other members of our team who have such a depth of knowledge in metal. So we're working with a team in the UK, as Elizabeth knows, and Vienna, to develop what I think is going to be the most brilliant part of this, which is a personalized scream profile. It is a chance and an opportunity for you to give us your scream, your interpretation of your scream, and we analyze it. The top scientists will go through and analyze your scream, talk to you about different acoustic features, what those mean, and provide you with a report of what those characteristics are for you personally.
I'll let you reveal it.
And really, I'm going to pause.
No, keep going.
And really, one of the things is this idea of getting a comparison, is starting to translate acoustically how your scream might represent someone else's, maybe a VIP, maybe some other characteristics outside of this genre in specific, cleans and harshes. So it's kind of an exciting development that's been growing and coming. The personal scream analysis, I am so stoked to be able to offer. And then you have the option, and in all of research, as Elizabeth has already pointed out, is there's some volunteering that you could do. And volunteering or providing us with maybe more screams, different interpretations of screams that you would want us to analyze that we could put into research, that you would be giving us permission to analyze from a research standpoint. So you have a personalized one that just goes to you, it's individual and sort of yours to keep. And then you have the idea or the option to contribute to research in your screams, and we can use that into databasing and really getting more information about everybody's screams.
Your scream can make history.
Yeah.
Literally.
Hi. We are.
I'm glad it wasn't full.
This chicken is so amazing. It makes the most incredible sounds.
It really does.
We are 25%.
Thank you, Zora Cock.
Thank you, Zora Cock, for the chicken, by the way. 25 and Blackbriar, 25% funded, and 634 backers.
I think that hits one of our stream social goals. The backers.
Exactly. I was thinking it hits one more. So we're at backers. Just made one more here.
Sorry.
It's gonna be on this one. That's why.
Oh, sorry.
No. I was like, you're right. I was looking there first too. Hi. Oh, it's the mug.
Okay.
It really doesn't like that.
It's the mug. I actually have my mug back there.
I'm also surprised.
I'm pretty surprised.
I am and I'm
We
not.
have some amazing.
It's going away.
Amazing.
The chat.
It's
Metal
okay.
fans.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna pop.
Non-metal fans.
Let's do this
Just
and then
people.
go. Boop.
Amazing people. It's
There we go. So the next giveaway is a TCV mug. This is a use your singing hole mug. I thought it was very appropriate for today. Use your singing hole mug. I actually have it back there. Amanda's head is. Oh no, it's not in the way. It's I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh yeah, you can. Oh, boop 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 boop.
Do you want me to go get it?
Oh, there.
Boop, 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 boop. Right there.
Yeah, there. Yeah.
Use your singing hole mug. It's there. I like this mug because you're using your singing hole to also drink tea. Your tea, maybe coffee. But use your singing hole mug. That is going to be the next giveaway that's unlocked. Though, I mean, we're still working on giveaway number 2 right now. I think Chris Barnes had. So next giveaway has been unlocked already. Though we've got drawings there happening. Reminder: if you want to enter your name for a giveaway drawing, you can go through that link. There's a Google form essentially you can fill in, or you can back the campaign. Both ways, get your name entered. You can enter twice by doing both. So it's kind of cool. I love it. All right. Thank you, everybody. And we're going to continue with some of the tiers here. So personal scream analysis, really awesome. You can get your scream analyzed. And if you want to, you can become a part of the research too. tier number 9 is voice lessons with me. I think I was really specific. Not accepting new students, and oh my gosh, schedule is busy. So it's very, very rare that I actually open up voice lessons like this. And I think it sounded like they were nearly halfway sold already at this point. I'm only doing 10, so we're cutting it off there. 10. But you'll get an hour-long voice lesson with me. It will be recorded. I'll send you a personal exercise guide and then notes also, and like a guide for how to continue improving after the lesson. And you get everything from tiers 1 through 6 as well. So I think that's pretty cool. Our 10th tier, which we already have one background, which is really exciting for me. 10th tier is a sponsorship tier. This is similar to an ad read that we would do on the channel, which we're very picky about. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. We're extremely picky about it. We accept maybe less than 1% of the companies that approach us. We are very, very, very picky.
I have a winner.
Oh, you have a winner!
Oh, nice.
Steve Mansfield and Laura Davis.
Both of them together?
Yes.
Steve Mansfield
it's one
and
Kickstarter
Laura Davis.
account.
Oh, it's one together.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Steve Mansfield and Laura Davis, they're gonna have to share the mug.
No.
What?
The next one in line, because we are at giveaway number 3 right now. Giveaway number 3 was the DT 1990s.
They're gonna have to share some headphones.
They're gonna have to share headphones. Good luck with that.
Who got the mug?
We give away. So mug is giveaway number 5. We need 2 more drawings.
Oh, so we're on 3, which is the headphones.
Yeah. So Steve Mansfield and Laura
Davis.
So
if you're in chat,
Steve Mansfield and Laura Davis. If you're in chat, speak up. You get those DT 1990s, the headphones that I wear. So speak up. We still have 2 people there. One is gonna get the long sleeve T-shirt, and one is gonna get the mug. So we'll get 2 more giveaways in here. And talk about this $10,000 sponsorship. So that tier is a 60 to 90 second. It's like an ad read, but it's a placement where I will talk about the entity or the person or a product that you would like. But we have to make sure it's within brand guidelines, just to say yes.
Laura Griffin.
Laura Griffin.
Yes. Steve, you are not married to someone else. Laura, I apologize.
Oh my gosh.
Do not kill your husband.
we almost just ended the marriage.
Laura Griffin. Laura Griffin.
That could have gone wrong.
Oh my gosh. Hilarious. Woo. Steve and Laura Griffin. Important. All right, sponsorship tier. Really, it's aimed at corporations, but individuals could do this tier as well. I'm excited. This could be placed on a regular TCV video, like a normal reaction analysis. It could be placed on one of the science videos where we basically just shout out a thank you to you before we get into here. There's details about that, and if you're interested in that tier and you want some more details, you can also send us messages. We're very specific about that. We're only accepting a few of those as well. So, yeah, if you supported that tier, we will reach out right away and make sure everything is in line for it, because if I promote something, I want my heart behind it. And my heart is definitely out to people that are supporting this campaign. Yeah. So thank you. And then last tier, which actually I believe is not officially released at this moment. There was a little legal hiccup. It's coming soon. We'll send you a note when it actually appears, so you know. Okay, it will. It's the In-Vanity tier. And it's pricey, I'll say. It's $30,000. It's pricey. But that's because it's a live on-site experience with us.
I'm so excited to talk about this.
I know. I still have problems believing that I agreed to do it. And I was like, oh, yeah, sure. Oh, God. Right. Okay, so this is limited, I believe, to 5 people. Might even be fewer. You get to come and meet us in Salt Lake and be there in the room for 3 days straight as both myself and Chris Lipe go through these procedures. Now, we're not included in the compiled research data, so just be really clear on that. We're not, because of research reasons and wanting to keep that super clean, like I'm not going to have you in the room with Mark. But you can be in the room with Chris Lipe and myself as we go through these procedures. This includes seeing the scope go up my nose and down my throat. You can see my snot in high definition. Well, is it high definition? Not quite high definition.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did we not all see the bubbling secretions?
Right. If you really want to know what those bubbling secretions look like.
As he was like, do I have anything in my nose? And I was like, yes, a very long camera.
Most definitely. I have like a slightly it's like a little bit deviated, just a tiny bit. So it oh boy, that'll happen. You're gonna see what the vocal folds look like. I'll be making all kinds of weird noises. Chris will as well. We both have worked on both cleans and harshes, but we're not touring singers like the way that. There's another level, I think, when we talk about our professional singer-screamers that are part of the data that's being gathered for the specific study. You get to be there. I like especially that we have Chris Lipe joining me so that you can see both male and female anatomy. And honestly, just see two different anatomies, because when you see one, it might make you think that all anatomy is the same. All anatomies have different... they're not symmetrical,
features.
Right, they all have different features. So nose, camera up nose, down throat, multiple times. Yeah, that'll happen. Needles in throat, electrodes measuring muscle activation. I'm terrified. I've never done that. I'm not that terrified. I'm apprehensive, but yes,
be fine.
It'll happen. Right, I'll be fine. Yeah. I'll be fine. It's gonna feel weird, I think. The acoustic testing, the respiratory kinesmatics, DMRI. All of those things. It's 3 days of testing. You get to hang out with us for lunch and dinner as well, covered by us, of course. So, yeah, 3-day experience with the charismatic voice in the research room. Insane. That's why that tour is so insane. And it will release soon. There was a little legal hiccup that we have to get through, which is why it's not there today. But should release very soon. Okay. Hit us with questions you guys have about Kickstarter. I want to make sure all of those tiers are clear. If there's anything in specific that you would like, let us know. Oh, thank you, Kirby, for greeting people. I see you in there. Everybody say we love you, Kirby! I can't believe Kirby has been doing this for years, where he's there in every single premiere greeting people. It's just wonderful. I think he's such a great example of the positivity and warmth of this community. So thank you, Kirby. We love you! Vocal cords should be like fingerprints. Are they like fingerprints? I don't know. Have we looked at enough of them close enough to be sure?
As you're both learning from this study, looking into the back of someone's throat is not quite as easy as having someone roll their fingerprint. So yes, I think those uniquenesses are there. Asking someone to allow us to profile them that way, as you can see, is a challenge.
Yes.
And so I don't know how many people would be willing for us to take a biopsy of their vocal cord in order to get said fingerprint
Can we
example.
cut a piece of your vocal cord off?
Is that not one of the big thing we're trying to learn here is this idea of phenotyping,
Yeah.
of finding characteristics, whether those are unique or if there are things that are overlapping.
And voices are like a fingerprint.
They are.
So
They are
we know
unique
that.
to you.
Imagine what kind of crossover there could be between voice types, but then also like how that affects like harsh vocal screams and what we're going to learn about those like supraglottal tissues, and then like, oh, now we've extended like our voice types a little bit. These are the things I'm thinking about. Very, very exciting.
I agree. Very, very exciting. Actually, I just realized Sandra might text me questions here. My phone is ready, Sandra. If there's any questions about Kickstarter that you've compiled, let me shoot them to my phone. I'm ready. I'm ready for them.
I told Elizabeth when all this was going on and you're like living in this world, I was dreaming in metal. And I had this vivid dream that I woke up from that I was instructing screams in the kids' gymnasium at their school. And I had like hundreds of kids that we were just doing. And I told you, and I was like, I have now gone over the threshold.
Amazing.
Teaching children to scream.
Children.
Thank you. Thank you. The wonderful Sandra has just delivered some questions. This is such a great question. Melanie asks, will Mark have to shave his whiskers for needling?
Whoa. I have not been fully clean shaven, I think, for like 15 years. a long time.
I did not know.
I
didn't
have
even think about this.
my wife has never seen my chin.
I have never seen Kirk's chin either.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I've got a butt chin too.
Oh yeah.
So like, I mean, that's a good question. Will I have to?
Does he have to shave for needles?
Do you mind showing us all your neck as you lift up? So I'm not a physician. I'm not the one that places any of these needles, but we do deal with beards all the time without having to shave them. So I think you will be good to keep it.
I'll do it though.
But we could just, for the fun of it, shave a little patch under here where the base of tongue injection is going to be. I'm just saying.
I could do like the mutton chops, like take the chin out, and so I have like the that's what I used to, way back when we were playing live a lot more. I had what was called the tour beard, and I would do that the mutton chops connecting with the mustache.
So it sounds like it's pretty much done.
Yeah, if that'll help the study, I'm here for the science. So whatever I got to do, you know.
That's gonna be a day where you have a really funny reel of you shaving, and then hashtag for science.
And I won't tell my wife either, so I'll get her. I'll get her reaction. She'll get home and yeah.
Excuse me, what happened when you were in Salt Lake?
Yeah, exactly. Amazing.
Hi, Mom. I see you in chat, Mom. Everybody say hi, Patsy Ford, Mom.
Hello, Patsy.
Hi, Patsy.
Hi, Patsy.
There would be so many
taught me
happy
to
screaming kids.
I know, right? Imagine
There was joy on all of their faces.
More
your
wholesome.
child would probably be terrified.
Well, he's kind of gotten used to it, cause like I yeah.
No, I was thinking about the beard.
Oh, the beard. Well, he's in a phase where he doesn't like me anyway. So.
Oh, he's in a no dada phase.
He's in a no dad phase for sure, unless my wife leaves, and then we're best friends. But when Katie's home, it's no daddy, and I'm like, all right.
We had that like pretty strong a couple weeks ago. I think it was when I had my toe problems because I kicked a cactus and had a cactus needle that remained embedded in my toe.
It's a strange choice.
I know it was a difficult life. Anyhow, I figured that like about a week later that I saw a cactus needle in my toe, but I had problems running after kiddo, and I think that he really didn't like that. Like I couldn't play with him as much, and so he was in a distinctive dad phase. And I think after recent Disneyland time, I think he's over it.
It oscillates.
Dada just right back in. Okay, so you talked about this like embedded cactus needle. Want to know the craziest thing I ever saw?
Oh.
So the physician that we worked with, Dr. Marshall Smith, we had a woman that came in and she had seen so many doctors. And she's like, there is a fish bone in my throat, you guys. And she's like, no one can find it. But it's here. And she's like, I can feel it. It's right here. There's a fish bone in here. Sure enough, Dr. Smith had her kind of push, and you could see this tiny little fish bone that had embedded itself under the skin.
Oh my gosh!
Is that not crazy?
That's nuts.
Oh.
I'm never eating fish again.
No, that's not the moral of the story. Check for fish bones.
That's terrifying.
That is terrifying. I'm glad they found it though. I'm glad they found it.
Oh my gosh.
She was so relieved.
Yeah.
She's like, see, it wasn't in my head. Oh.
Right? Okay, wow. Fish bones in the throat. I never knew that.
Things we'll find when we look in the back of the throat.
Woof.
Woof. Woof. Okay, that was a good story.
Yes.
I like that one. Let's see. Decatalyst asked, would it be useful to study vocal actors in addition to harsh vocalists? I want you to know, I actually am in conversation with some voice actors. I think that this phase of the study, we're using singers. Yeah, for the first, like, up to 12. Actually 13. We're focused on singers, singer-screamers. But I have talked with harsh vocalists that are, or I should say voice actors, they're using extreme vocals and all kinds of other medium. And yeah, it would be useful, is the quick answer to that. And I think that that's a very logical next step after this phase of studying. What are your go-to karaoke songs from Justin Harless? Ooh, what do y'all got for this? Amanda doesn't karaoke.
Ever.
Never. Amanda, what if I gave you 10 drinks? Like 4 drinks, 4 drinks.
10, 20, it would not matter. I have this I'm so fearful of singing. We could dig deep into my like family and depths but it makes me feel so scared. So I've never done it. Not even like, you know, when you get like the portable karaoke machines people bring to the parties and it's like your family.
Nope, not gonna happen.
But if I did, Def Leppard Pour Some Sugar on Me would probably,
Hey, there you go.
probably be it.
Wow. Okay. That's solid. What about you?
For me, honestly, like I would pick a harsh vocal song, an extreme song, because I always have described myself as a screamer who can sing because I have to. Like I can sing when I need to, but my love and my passion is harsh vocals, and I would go probably Kingdom of Tyrants, Cattle Decapitation.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I haven't heard that one yet.
Kingdom of Tyrants. That's the song that introduced me to Cattle Decapitation
And to Travis Ryan.
And to Travis Ryan, yeah. His like really gritty, like clean voice I haven't gotten down yet. So that would be kind of like the challenge. But the other stuff, I think, not saying, but I think I could handle it. I think I could handle a Cattle Decap song.
I think it's Arytenoids and the gritty clean that
Yeah?
I'm doing this on. I think it's Arytenoids, but I'm not sure.
We're gonna
I've been
find
thinking about
out.
that a bunch. I'm like, it just has such a distinctive sound to it.
It's very up, very twangy, very goblin-y.
Yeah.
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 It's like he's taking. I don't know if this is the time for vocal nerdery because we have so much to get through, but like he's taking like that high, like goblin-y, like placement, and somehow keeping the tone round. Like it's very bright, it's very twangy, but it still has body and low end to it. That doesn't just sound like EQ magic to me.
No, I don't think it's EQ
It's
magic.
not. It's not EQ magic. So it's really interesting, and so that's part of the reason. That's the thing I'm honestly the most interested in.
Is how he makes that sustain with
That
that
wild
grit on it.
Yeah, all that
I'm really
grit
curious too.
doesn't sound like there's like a crazy amount of pressure, but there,
It's fascinating.
So I could talk about that a lot, but very cool. That's what I would pick. That's what it would be a challenge, but it would be fun. So that's what I would pick.
That was a fun question. I will admit I'm very unlikely to do karaoke, especially in karaoke bars. I think it's like one of the most common places I see people blow their voices out in. And I've always been very protective of my voice. I think different people have different amounts of sensitivity when it comes to singers. I am on the very sensitive side, which is such a pain. You too, yeah. It's just,
Yes.
And I think that sometimes professional singers become more and more sensitive too over time. It's annoying, but
I heard that.
Usually if I'm going to do karaoke, I've done it a few times, it's going to be related to Disney. Like part of your world will be fine.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Yay!
New concoction.
New concoction.
Okay.
Build this up.
It'll be amazing. Thank you, Kirk.
All right.
Maybe.
What are we cheersing to?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
Oh, yeah, this is true. Kirk has
I-
been making us cocktails and mocktails.
We need to
smells
clone
good.
you.
So much
We
going
do need to clone you.
What's that?
We do need to clone you.
Can the world handle
Could
two
you-
Kirks though?
No.
I don't know. I don't know.
Multiplicity. There's a documentary out there called Multiplicity. Not a good idea.
Creepy but enticing.
Yeah.
Creepy but
I'll
enticing.
say it.
Yeah.
Who's giving us something to cheers to?
I'm. Let's see. I'm gonna make a cheers. I think we're gonna have an amount to cheers to. I saw something pass in chat a little bit ago that I thought was potentially exciting, but I wanted to wait until the official number came in. So,
Oh,
He's back.
We're at 73,000.
Jesus.
We're
Whoa.
2,000 short of 75K.
is that about 1/3? What's the? Let's do a little math here.
I think you did the math. There.
Where's
Let's
Rax
see.
when you need him?
I know where's Rax when we need him. I'm gonna do a quick math. So 73, you said.
Yeah.
So 235.
Divided by 73.
Oh, sorry, other way. 75 divided by
Yeah.
235. Or sorry, 73 divided by 235 is 31%. So
Boom.
we'll go, it's close to 1/3. I'm going to say over 30% funded.
Cheers.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers!
Cheers.
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 I'm here for the reaction.
Awesome.
I'm here for the reaction.
All right, let's see. I won't be cheeky, I'll be honest.
Oh, you use that syrup.
Ooh, yum.
I don't know what it is, but I like it.
I do too.
I don't recognize that flavor.
Okay, well, you probably don't recognize a lot of the flavors in there. All
I'm
right,
a
so
Yeah, I know. I was like, I feel like such a peasant.
I started with a rosemary cardamom simple
Ooh,
syrup
yes.
that I made last night.
Of course.
And then
He made this
Elizabeth's,
at like 2 a.m. last night, side note. Like, poor guy's been
I
doing
was
so much.
snoozing.
Elizabeth's having a mocktail, so I mixed that with some mikan, which is it's like a Japanese orange,
Yeah.
sparkling water, and then some Topo Chico.
That's it.
So hers is really basic. For you guys, I mixed in some Saint Germain's.
Oh, yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Uh-huh.
Which was weird, I didn't recognize it, but I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see, what else did I put in there? I put in some St. Germain's. I put in some lime juice, and then I put in some champagne on the top.
Delicious.
It is delicious.
11 out of 10, Kirk.
And you have time to do all of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to all the other stuff, and then when's the next cocktail? The next round of drinks is.
Wow.
It's not on the.
got
It's
some time.
1:30.
Oh.
I have 2 hours.
You got 2 hours.
And should we put in
Okay.
an order to,
For food?
yeah.
I mean, I have tons of food out there. I could just warm up.
I was gonna say,
or some breakfast
You guys
sandwiches.
thought-
or
that's
do you wanna
perfect
get
for me.
other stuff?
No.
Was there food that you would eat?
I gotta go back to
Food,
this.
food that I would eat, Elizabeth. Of course, yeah, I'm sure.
I like
I'm
food.
sure.
I
it's-
like food.
I will eat it. As long as there are no tiny seeds, I'll eat anything. So I'm sure I'm good. I'm sure I'm good.
I think we're good at the moment. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Kirk.
you.
Appreciate you.
Today is like an order food kind of day with everything happening. So I'm very happy.
I did see a lot of requests for French toast though. Earlier.
Oh man.
And now I can't stop thinking about it.
No. I gotta say, Kirk makes the best French toast in the world. It's really hard for me to order French toast out because I'm always gonna be disappointed.
That's the downside of cooking for yourself, because you make a lot of you learn how to make a lot of things, and you're like, dang, I've ruined it.
Right?
I have to make it at home now.
I have to make it at home. I grew up with the stay-at-home moms who every night we had family dinners together, and we had a friend that would tease us because she would grow all the vegetables in the garden. So like pasta sauce was homemade with garden fresh tomatoes and from like the recipe from Italy. And I was like, someone like opened a can one time and I was like, I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. What's happening?
Yeah.
Right? Oh man. Pancakes are greater than French toast. Josh P.
Oh.
What?
Hot take.
Apologies.
We got it deep
I'm
fried.
so sorry. It wasn't Saint Germain.
Oh.
I know.
Vindication.
Vindication.
You were like, my
Vindication.
palate
It was
is.
St. George absinthe.
Oh, okay. See, I've never had that. So that okay.
Yeah.
But I believed it. Kirk,
Everything I can do to mess with you.
Kirk, I know you would never lie to me.
Did he say lime
That's not
juice?
one.
That's
Lime juice. 800 backers right now? Side note.
800
Just
backers.
donated. I love that.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's
Phenomenal.
amazing. All right.
John
John
didn't talk about is the donations and tax exemptions and
Oh.
different things of what it means.
Yeah,
Because you
good
went
point.
extensively through all of these tiers, and then I was just realizing as people are
Oh, yeah.
sharing their excitement.
There's a tax benefit because all of the money that's going into the Kickstarter, any of the proceeds from it goes through a 501c3 that we specifically established to fund vocal research. By the way, putting a nonprofit, a 501c3 together is such a pain. That was way more work than I knew when we bit that off. So, anyhow, again, thank you to Kirk for mostly dealing with that and all of the lawyers that helped us as well. So any donation that's made, tiers have different sorts of values associated with them. So there's a little value that's deducted from the total amount, and then the amount underneath that is considered donation. This is just like a weird U.S. tax law thing. So you will get a nice tax write-off if you're in the U.S., and if you're somewhere else, you look at your country's laws because you may still have a tax write-off available. It depends really on the country. And that's huge. I mean, most of the time when people, for example, that sponsorship, when companies are doing, they're paying for a sponsorship on the channel, that's not going to be a tax write-off. But in this case, it actually can be. That's really, really cool. Yeah. Super awesome.
Real quick, I got to shout out Ludo. What up? Ludo's in the chat. Ludo's our editor.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Hey, Ludo.
Good to see you, buddy. Yeah. And one of my students, too. So very cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I've got a question from John Smith. What is I think it says
What is a good
choice? What is a good choice of vocal exercises for a voice that has changed? Was a tenor, now low baritone. Ooh. Why don't we all think of one exercise we really like for that, and go. When do you guys have yours that you think is best?
So goal is we've had a shift in our range or where we're currently at, and so is the goal for greater pitch extension?
Yeah,
is it to reduce our fatigue or our effort behind sounds that we want. I think it's really, for me, going to depend on what the goal was, but I'll kind of pick the initial thing that I kind of think of, which is the quick and dirty, doing pitch range extensions. I am cool with whatever SOVT, whatever vowel works for you that feels the most successful. And I would encourage, we don't go by sound at that point, we just go by feel.
Nice.
And that's where I would kind of leave it, is any...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's good. What would you do?
I mean, I think I don't want to sound like I'm just like, I agree with that. But if somebody was to ask me that question in a lesson, it's been a long time since I gave clean singing lessons. I'm almost exclusively harsh vocals now. But I would always dig a little bit more. I'd be like, well, what's the immediate goal we're looking for? And for me, it would be all comfort. And one of my favorite ones is just finding places of good resonance in the front of the face that corresponds to relaxation. So one of my favorites is super simple. I did not invent this, but it's just like a thoughtful and then kind of thinking of a ramp rather than And when we can find like good frontal resonance with a throat that's relaxed, we can use that as like a good channel to work. And then from there, think about slowly going up and down as our body is able to build that comfort. That's what I would do. I know that's kind of broad, but it's a good and kind of broad question.
Yeah.
Aww.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, little man. Oh, don't trip. Hi. Oh, are you running back behind my back here?
Don't
Are
have
you
my
taking
shoes
your
on.
Shoes off. Shoes off.
Yep, good job, buddy. Yes.
Everybody.
Race car. Oh, I became the race car girl.
Yeah, because you
I didn't get a no Amanda. I got a race car girl.
He needs to go have his lunch.
Thank you, Gina.
Race car
Okay,
after lunch,
I'm gonna send you back to Gina in just a bit. But can you say hi?
Hi.
Hi, dude. Everybody say hi, Michael. I love you, little man.
I promise
Thank you
you'll
for
see my
coming in
race
to
car
say hi.
soon.
No. He's gonna go
Oh,
home and
I'm
drink.
gonna head you all the way over.
There we go.
Oh, race cars.
See you, little
Why do
dude.
you got so many people saying hi?
That little haircut is so stinking cute.
Isn't it cute?
I miss my kid now.
Just FYI,
Yeah.
there are no more voice lessons available.
Oh, there are no more voice lessons available. Wow, that was fast.
Well done, guys.
What about 1 hour? About 1 hour, because it's 11:30 now. We launched about 10:20.
No more voice lessons available.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody that bought a voice lesson.
So cool.
That's amazing. And also,
You got some work.
I got some work to do. I got some work to do.
Hey,
You got a good team next to you.
You'll be in your element.
Yeah.
You'll be in your element.
I really love doing voice lessons. It's just I think that I don't do as many because it is time taxing with all of the other things going on. So it's hard. Like we keep some in, but I'm really excited to work with 10 people. And by the way, if you're having problems with a voice shift, like especially right here would be
And
great.
we have the patron ones as well.
Awesome. Yeah, we got a bunch of questions we're going to try and blaze through. That voice shift question, for me, I would actually do like a little combination, I think, of what you guys do. A lot of times when people have a shift in voice type, there's going to be a new challenge associated with their break, where they're going between different registers.
Very true.
I love this exercise that I'll call smoothing. Amanda's going to get, she's going to go into some straws more later. But smoothing, I look for where the break in the voice is. So like even going up from bottom up, I go, and where that big jump is, that's the break. And we'd figure out what those pitches are and then do smoothing, where I'm usually doing between, it's a range of pitches that's going over that area. Sometimes it's an octave, sometimes it's a fifth, kind of depending on how big that area is for a person. And we go, so I'm going over the break each time, but through a straw, or so this way I'm encouraging that break essentially to smooth out. So I usually call that smoothing.
Yeah, so if I like gave an analogy, what I think you're doing there was like if you had the rubber band and you were kind of pulling tension on it and then lightly releasing it, but almost keeping it still in an extension. So you're feeling and kind of surrounding around that break like you'd be going over the speed bump. So at a full send over, you're just kind of like gently hitting that pedal to go. So you're kind of giving the rubber band those pulls, and then using your airflow is really one of the other things I saw there. People probably didn't appreciate maybe as much movement as you have from there, but it looked like that was another thing you had kind of incorporated.
It's also fairly, like, I've learned how to have more efficiency between my break, especially just in this kind of room versus when I was singing opera.
Sure.
And more efficiency in the sound, and basically have more crossover between that area, so that I don't feel like I have a thunk when I go over a break at this point, which is really nice.
It's so cool how, like, even with all the experience that many of us and you have, there's always more to learn. There's never a point where it seems like you will feel like done, voice, nothing else to learn, nowhere else to grow. That's like one of my favorite parts about it. It's you can continue to be a better, like, I don't know. It's an infinite landscape, and I really like that.
Yeah, if you ever get to the point where you think you know it all, you don't.
Yeah,
You
no.
don't. Oh, you don't.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the truth.
Yeah, children will teach you that right away.
All right. Let's go through. I actually have a lot of questions that we have here, so let's go through a whole bunch. Let's do like rapid questions.
Rapid fire.
From Zeus04, who would be your dream test subject, dead or alive? I'll already answer. I just have this partiality. Because the person that got me into harsh vocals was Toddy. Yes, I have so many curiosities about all kinds of sounds, but there's just a sentimental attachment to Tatiana from Ginger. So there we go. Got it. All right. You two want to go?
Travis, and he's already on, so done.
Check!
Travis Ryan is the first person I wanted, and then when you told me he was on, I was just like, oh. So rapid fire answer. Bam.
Bam.
You guys, I get to stay unbiased as the researcher
Yes,
in
you
all
do.
of this.
True.
And that means the explorative nature of it all is really what excites me. And the VIPs are amazing, but I got into this work to reach the masses, the school teacher. So I am actually excited about everything, and I want to just kind of keep it that way.
You actually, as the researcher, need to remain unbiased.
I have to, yeah.
That's fun. From McCam Will Frag, what has inspired you since starting TCV? Okay, I think this is directed at me. Since starting TCV, I think it's really recommendations and direction from audience. Like, you guys have taken me. Yay. Y'all have taken me down this road. So it's you who have inspired me. I just have to hand it back to you and say, you did an amazing job. You've done an amazing job of recommending different groups. I love the breadth of genres that we've been able to go down together. So yeah, it's you, it's the community, it's your recommendations. You got something?
I'll let you. Yeah, Kirk just dropped off, and I'll let you decide which side you want to show first.
Oh. Okay, so this is gonna be. What was the fourth giveaway we announced? So we had.
I can't keep track. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You guys have so much cool stuff.
There's a lot.
There's
so
a lot going on right now. Let's see. I have it in my notes. I have lots of messages coming through, so it's hard to get back to my notes. Here we go. Fourth one was a long sleeve t-shirt. This t-shirt is going to John DeHoos. Is that correct? DeHoos? Juice?
I don't know. I think it sounds great.
Deuce.
John Deuce? John.
Say
John.
something in chat. Let us know you're still here.
Say something that you're there.
Type it out phonetically if you're in chat, John. We want to say your name right.
It's a long sleeve t-shirt going to John Boy. Yay! And also, we are currently at 867 backers. That is 32% funded. We're almost to 1/3, y'all.
Let's do it.
Almost to 1/3. This is an amazing number, and definitely not a number that I thought we were going to hit before noon. Not even, we're still 24 minutes away from noon.
And we
This
just
is
saw what they
amazing.
did in the first, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, keep it going. Get those fun social things. Let's keep working on those. I like those social goals. Now that you guys have fun, go spread that word. Make sure you have a selfie with horns or blue hair, right? You have lots of options there. Share it, because I think we're going to get funded at this point. I think we're going to get totally funded. It's exciting. It's still a long journey to get there, okay? We're not even 1/3 there yet. It's still a long journey. This is really encouraging. However, part of this is spreading the word. That's one of the reasons we do it through Kickstarter. Spread the word. Help people know about what this research means. And tell people that, yeah, screaming can be healthy. Like, who knew? Who knew? So that's one of the reasons we're doing it on Kickstarter, is to make sure that lots of people know. It's not something we're doing behind closed doors. All right. Ooh, okay. I think we got actually all of those ones. I have some previous questions. I'm going to hit these ones up really quick. Mark, do you warm up with something different for harsh vocals, and what would that sound like?
I do. So, again, I'll keep it rapid fire. So, a lot of the warm-ups that you're going to do for harsh vocals are going to be, there's going to be a lot of crossover with clean singing, right? Because it's still the same instrument. We're still using the same instrument. But this is good for false chord and fry people, but it's especially good for false chord people. I do a little throat singing. I do a little karya. And what I like to use is what I call a very umlauted vowel, and ooh. And I like to sigh down into it, kind of thinking like the way like a duck or a goose like lands on a pond. So I go
That's so smooth.
and then you just gently increase the airflow. You don't squeeze anything. You can squeeze, as we've learned, but for the warm up, just increase a little bit of airflow from the gut. And there you have a basic false chord, very low pressure, and you can build a lot of stuff on it. So there's a ton more, but if I had to pick like one for somebody to do, if you can, and if you can't do karya, try just like an old school buzzer noise. Oh, you got it wrong. And that'll help get you there. Rapid fire, bam.
Wow. That's what I have
go.
to say about that. I think this is for Amanda. What is the airspeed velocity of a swallow?
The airspeed velocity? I don't know that I know that off the top of my head, but your swallow should occur in under 1 second. Do you know what it is?
African or European?
Sorry.
Oh, I was like, am I missing something?
No,
Because
I totally, when I first read it, I was like, oh, this is an SLP question. And then I was like, oh, no, this is a Monty Python question.
Guys, I am close.
Have you ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail? All right, well, y'all got to show that to her while she's here.
So I actually want Amanda to answer this as if it was a swallow.
I was like, I don't know what the airspeed velocity is. I don't know what the particle... But I do know, again, like I was just saying, your swallow should occur in under 1 second. So it happens really fast. It's a reflex, right? So as the bolus, or the liquid or solid, goes from lips down into the upper esophagus, it happens that quickly.
I'm so glad that you just went with it, because that was exactly what I was hoping.
I'm very literal.
It was so perfect.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, Amanda.
I just got thrown under the bus by you, Elizabeth. That one.
You made a good answer. You made a good answer out of it, though.
I don't know if
That
the
was
person
pretty
that
good.
asked it meant for it to go this direction, but I really wanted it to
I
go
hope
this
they're
direction.
satisfied with my answer.
That was good.
That or just embarrassed for me that I haven't seen Monty Python.
Oh my gosh, no. You're such a like vocal apparatus
Yes.
nerd that
I was like, oh no, I see velocity. Ingo would be Dr.
I
Cheeks.
know.
I'm thinking, okay, particle velocity.
So I met Amanda when I was doing this class. I wanted to study with the legendary Ingo Tietz. I saw he was still teaching, and during COVID times, they did a hybrid version of this class, SVI. And we went through Ingo's textbook in that class, and it is one of the most math-heavy classes that I have taken. I think the most math-heavy post-high school, because I did all my calculus in high school. So we're like, okay, 20 years later, remember math. I love math. Like, I love it. The math was actually tough in the class. It was. I was impressed, and I was also really liked the refresher of it.
Raise your hand if you were the first person in class every day.
Not me.
Did Kirk send you the video?
I was.
Oh, I loved it. It was like every morning, Elizabeth was the first
I'm
person.
like, I am there.
Signed in. I think she had her like straw around her neck. She had done her exercises, textbooks.
I had my stuff.
The most brilliant questions.
I asked lots of questions.
I loved it.
I asked lots of questions about harsh vocals, like surreptitiously at that point too. And subharmonics.
These are really actually great questions.
Good questions.
Now they can see the complexity of answering all of these scientific questions everyone has, and why we need such a massive team to do it.
Right. So, and Amanda had to deal with me, by the way, through this entire class because if anything wrong came up or if my printer wasn't working and I needed to scan a sheet or something, and she had to deal with it. Thank you, Amanda.
Yeah, homework every day for 3 weeks that were extensive math problems, computing velocities, accelerations, vocal fold oscillations, pressures, flows. You did all of that.
It was fun.
That's-
You should do that.
You should.
I
should do that.
You guys, you
It's
should
been a
do
long time since my undergrad. I'd be like, okay, carry the 2.
I still count on my fingers, so I think you'll be okay.
It would be incredibly interesting. It would be incredibly interesting.
It was really, really cool. And
Yeah.
I mean, going through the textbook with Ingo was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I would do it. I'd work real hard not to disappoint anybody. I'd be like, I'd show up. I'd be like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah, and I should say the Dr. Ingo Tietze. And I refer to Amanda as Amanda a lot, but really she is the Dr. Amanda Stark Heller.
No, Stark. Well,
We can just keep Stark,
yes, It's complicated.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. But yeah, I'm lucky that I get to call them by their first name.
It is.
All right, I have
I still call Ingo.
ooh.
I would.
It's like when you're behind his back, you call him Ingo. It's like Dad when you call him Mike. And it doesn't feel quite right.
I would do a little bow. I'd be like,
I know, like yes.
You're about her. Okay, let's continue with some rapid fire questions. I'm going to take a few of these, probably not all of them right now, but I will take some, and then we'll come back to this one again later, or this set, I should say. What would the camera capture in the throat of someone beatboxing or throat singing be? Have you seen this, or can you hypothesize? I actually think you answered throat singing really, really well, because you described it basically as true folds and false folds.
Mm-hmm.
So what Mark was just doing was getting into that Kagura throat singing. It's a coordination of a certain ratio between the false folds and the true vocal folds. So we have seen this on camera. It's actually one of the more studied extended techniques. And that was my entry into understanding how false folds work.
We need to do a game.
We need to do a game.
We need to get some excitement going. It's a little dry.
But I do have to just say really quickly. So Dr. Aaron Johnson at NYU Langdon has actually done MRI and beatboxers, which are incredible and amazing. And go check out the work. Yeah, that's that. Let's get it exciting.
Let's do a game.
Oh,
Game.
yeah.
Let's get some excitement.
Let's do it.
Are we gonna take helium?
Do we have
Let's
to
do-
stand?
Let's do helium.
Let's do helium.
We're gonna do whoa. Okay, let's do it.
Explain the game.
Give me time.
Okay.
It's just an interesting.
That chicken scared me.
I actually am not sure how I'm gonna suck. Well, wow. I stopped before that finished. Wow. Okay.
Okay, we'll
How about
troubleshoot
there's
this.
scissors right there? Let's each get a balloon. I'm being hailed.
We get to
So this is an interesting prospect because
yes.
the way that the helium works is that the gas is less dense, so it changes, as I'm sure you know, the frequencies. And most of my screams are vocal fold free, so there's going to be less like fundamental pitch, and it's just going to be a lot of texture.
Let's hear.
So
I can't wait. What are you gonna do?
God.
What sound first?
I think I'll do something really open.
Okay.
Like probably just like a basic like just a simple
I'm gonna take one off for you.
false chord mid.
I'm gonna take this off for you.
I'll try.
thank you.
Take this.
Something.
Go back.
You're on your way. We can
I'm
work
on
with
my
that.
way.
We can work with that.
Okay, if you guys ever wondered what would happen when you have helium and scream.
Should we do a no helium and then a helium?
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Okay?
Very
Okay.
scientific. Very scientific.
It was.
Yeah.
Well
Let's
done.
see.
Controlling for all the variables.
Exactly.
All right. Let's see it. What's the first one?
So I'm going to
Cut us open, Mom.
yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this first. We're
Yeah.
gonna do a very slight bit.
So I'm gonna do just a basic false chord, like super relaxed, but I'm gonna add a little bit of a pocket of air underneath my tongue, and we're gonna see what that sounds like. So.
Give me a little more.
Yeah.
Fill her up.
So that okay. So I want to do. Whoa. So I'm actually going to do a different one because one thing about that vocal is it dumps air very quickly. It's not a bug, it's a feature, but it dumps air very quickly. So what I'm going to do, oh, there we go, we're coming back. Well, I'm going to do something that holds on to air a little bit longer. I'm going to do like a so. It didn't change as much as I thought, but then the change of like what I was expecting to hear versus what came out actually tripped me up. Because it was like when you're doing like inner monitoring and there's a delay or like the click's louder than you expect, like you do this is you up. Yeah.
It almost like trips every now and then, like the pressure.
I wonder if there's anything, probably not, but I wonder if there's anything about the gas being thinner that changes the way the aerodynamics would work.
I wonder. Yeah, I really, because it seemed like the flow was not what you expected.
No, the flow was exactly the same. With that, it really felt very different.
Felt funky.
It felt like I was kind of like, and that's one of my most common ones. But anyways, let's
More helium.
More helium.
Chad is saying more helium. You're not squeaky enough. We need
All right.
I was going to ask you, what is a normal and how full can you get? So as you're taking that, like,
I mean, I can take a good breath. I'll tell you, but
Okay.
I don't want to pass out. So
I don't
here,
want you to pass out. Control and hold your air the same way.
I'll safely pull the limit. So
Yes,
okay, hold on.
safely, 'cause you don't wanna get lightheaded.
Let's
Yes.
do this properly. You got an extra straw?
hold
You got a straw I can breathe through?
Oh,
you don't have to
yeah.
share your straws. You can say no.
We
But-
do have
Actually, you know
like,
what?
a drinking time.
I can just do like the Lady and the Tramp noodle. Like,
I use whistle lips all the time.
yeah. So here we go. Here we go. Air's going.
Hey, Lolly.
2, 1.
It sounds like it pitched down.
Yeah.
I only
weird.
added to the top of the breath because I'm really worried about passing out.
Yes.
I also have a minor heart condition. And I don't
let's
know.
stop.
I don't know how. I don't know how heart helium. So that's why I took most of the breath. I just took oxygen and then a little helium on top.
I don't even know
We
what
got
to
that.
do. Someone give
Yeah.
me some instructions.
Okay, pose it up. And now, how about let's can you make the sound of a seagull?
Can you demonstrate a seagull?
But I'm just giving this out to you. Rooster, go rooster. Full rooster. What does a rooster sound like?
Like a cockadoodle.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Take it in. Take it in. Take it in.
No, I can't do it. It does. It throws off like every thing I want to do.
It's very difficult. It's harder than I thought it would be.
Okay. Can I just try like a
Do
glottal
a
fry?
straw. Can you do a
straw?
a straw glide? Do a straw glide because you love straw glides.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
I've got mine in my.
There you go.
Okay.
Straw glide. Well, you have to do it. Okay, we'll do this without baby.
Sounds like a
It's very
mosquito.
high. It does. It's very mosquito-ish.
I want a chicken
Yes.
challenge.
Oh!
Chicken challenge.
Chicken
I
challenge!
want a chicken challenge. Hi, everybody.
I don't know.
Hi,
I don't
it's
know.
Sandra. If you guys don't know what Sandra actually looks like, this is Sandra. Chicken challenge. It's a chicken challenge.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, can you do that again?
again.
One more
I can
time.
do the Star Wars thing.
Okay, here you go.
You're way more fun.
We got a helium in. We got a helium in.
Helium it.
That sounded like
You have to consciously think about not changing your pitch.
Yeah.
Which is why I think it gets so weird
I think you're right. Yeah.
when you're doing all the harsh.
Wow.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because I think innately you're like, oh, I'm gonna sound like this, and then when you're not utilizing a pit, like a
Right.
true fundamental there.
I want to have a test here.
Hey,
So
thanks.
I want to play with I like playing with the idea of a creaky door or a puppy, like a using that to find whistle. So let's see. That's already really high.
That's really high.
Where's my? Wow, that's higher.
That's like it sounds like whoa. Did you just like? Are you getting into like whistle territory
It's
now?
so high. Yeah, it's
It sounds like you're getting into like
that is
whistle.
whistle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whistle
that's
territory.
whistle. Okay.
What's your voice? Voice sounds
It
so
goes so
funny.
much higher. Oh,
Whoa!
that's high. That's high. I can go high with that. That's fun. Okay. I feel like it's starting. Maybe it'll settle that down a bit. We'll see. Let's let it rest. Okay. I think we're back to normal.
Yeah.
I use the whistle to find tea kettles, which I'll do a little teaching of later. I think you guys are going to do some teaching first. But I'm thinking, okay, if check first what it does to whistle, and then sort of let's see if we can bring that into tea kettles. I usually use inhales to find my tea kettle. No.
What the?
Oh, it's hard to do right now. It's funky right now.
Oh wow, that feels really weird with the helium. It's really, oh god.
That is piercing.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. It's me.
Sorry.
You haven't been in a room with an opera singer before. The decibel level.
I have once. It was
Wow.
before this. It's wild.
The helium makes it feel almost like the whistle part wants it just is demanding that it be more present within the whole sound. It like the whistle wants to take over, which is strange.
It sounded like you were definitely having to change some things, and it was weird.
That is weird.
I don't want to see
weird.
your slide that you were doing earlier.
I could go from a high down to a really low guttural.
I kind of want to hear it.
Whoa.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll try to connect my highest scream to like my lowest scream. So we're gonna move through a couple phases. We're gonna go. We're gonna go through all that just smooth.
Cool.
We're gonna go through. Well, okay, I'm gonna try to go through that. I can do it. I can do it normal, but with the helium, let's get weird. Where's the?
Yeah, real weird.
Okay.
Oh, flappy cheeks. Flappy cheeks.
That is wild. Holy cow. Holy cow.
I should say the upper resonance of the top one in particular was fantastic.
Yeah. It really makes it also like, I feel like, because for a lot of people, this is weird. Okay, I'm just nerding out.
Do
but
this
like,
at home, kids.
yeah.
Did we just create a new therapy?
Right?
Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna. Well, because we're gonna talk about acid reflux. Acid reflux is a big problem for me, and I won't get into it now. But oftentimes, unless I have perfect vocal health, those areas can be hard to reach. And weirdly enough, right now, it's very I'm having to do some stuff I normally wouldn't want to do, but I'm hitting it a little easier. I don't know what that means.
That is so fascinating. I wonder if helium could be used in therapy. Amanda, could you do an exasperated teenage girl sound?
Like, what do you mean? Like a. Oh.
There
We
you
go.
go.
Oh, you wanted me to have more.
Yeah,
False.
I was fine with it.
Do I have to do an eye roll to do it though?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do.
I gotta feel the whole
It's
thing.
essential. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now what?
Now,
Ready?
helium.
Yeah, now helium.
My disgust.
Disgust.
Your favorite character was joy. Mine's disgust.
Yeah, mine's definitely joy.
Can I
Mine's
say
joy.
something about us? I don't want to lose my hole. Where'd you go?
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything. Whoa!
Wow.
Did you hear? It's almost like somebody took it. Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, wait, that is
I
not what I
sound-
expected.
It almost looked like somebody. It sounded like somebody had a low pass filter, and they were just like.
Right?
It's just like. Okay, let's try it again.
That was
Whoa.
wacky.
Clear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
That is nuts. It really does increase. It sounds like upper resonance.
A lot.
It's fascinating, and it's. I heard the same thing with yours.
Yeah.
That's
Weird.
fascinating. And actually, after the helium goes away, I do feel like I'm maintaining a little more upper resonance, which is
Oh, really?
maybe just because it made me more aware of it.
You also kind of speak that way.
I feel like I'm getting right here, just a tiny bit more right now.
Huh. I still feel the same.
Yeah.
But I want that upper resonance. What am I
Right, it's
talking
there.
I know.
about? I'm getting distracted.
I'm gonna try a low.
I hear what you're doing.
just try it right now. Okay.
Okay.
It's the same. Sorry.
It actually
The
perceptually
talking
didn't
voice.
sound quite the same
No,
to me.
to me it sounds different.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It does feel like my air is escaping a little bit faster.
Yes, I was gonna say you almost
Yeah.
have a breathier.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I have had other differences that were funner. Time for tongue challenges.
I don't even know. Well, thank you, balloons.
Thank you, balloons. This
Also,
is much fun.
these balloons were hand delivered by Mycroft.
I know.
Adorable. You all didn't get to see it, but it was adorable. It was,
Yeah, they're walking the door.
I'm gonna go take these out there. I'll be back.
Thank you very
We
much.
have more balloons for later if we need to test anything else out. Okay, we are going to do some fun tongue pulls. I believe, so we have a poll here. We want to talk about tongues.
Let's talk about tongues.
Let's talk about tongues. Apparently, there are a lot of weird things that people can do with their tongues. Sandra's going to type some in right now, and we're going to have a really fun poll asking people what they can do with their tongues. Mark, what's the weird thing you can do with your tongue?
That actually has a benefit to my vocal technique, or that's just random.
Random.
I can do like a clover shape.
Oh!
Hey!
Oh my gosh, we were just talking about how it's super rare.
It's super rare.
It's super rare to be able to do a clover shape. So
I actually trained myself to do it when I was a kid, because being in school,
You
kids.
roll it first,
Yeah.
and then you fold it back.
Yeah, I walked around like this all day, and my mom got mad at me for putting my fingers in my mouth. And I would just hold on to it, and then I would let go and see if my tongue still stayed there, and then eventually,
Oh, you had to train your muscles to do that. Oh, mine just did it.
I'm
So
getting a
try
tongue cramp.
roll it and then fold it in half. Oh, almost.
I can see it
You're
wanting
getting
to
there.
happen.
So we asked a poll, what's the most?
You're trying, and that's the first step. That's the first step.
So can you roll your tongue both directions?
So like flip it over that way and then flip it over this way?
right, yeah. I can do
People
it.
can't normally do that?
Oh. It's usually just one way. Can you do both ways?
I think so.
Tunnel to the left,
Yeah.
tunnel to the right.
Uh-huh.
You can do it both?
I knew somebody who could do this, but the opposite way.
No!
Yeah, they could do this.
What?
Only ever met one person in my life. His name
What?
was his name was Richard Lamb, and he was like,
I'm doing tongue twisters.
I can't. I've tried.
Tongue twisters. Sandra, what are the other weird things? Sandra,
Yeah.
Sandra, here, come sit. Come
Yeah,
sit.
hold on. No, you Four sit. leaf clover.
No, you
Yes.
sit. See?
Uh-huh,
Okay,
yeah.
keep talking.
Let's see. So, Amanda, can you do the clover? We just did it.
Let's try.
Oh, it won. You're so
You
close.
did the wave. You did the wave. Ooh, that's. I can't see
I can't do
myself,
that.
and it's kind of hard when you can't see your own tongue. So the way I do it is I roll my tongue first, and then I just think about bending my tongue backwards. See, you're like almost doing it.
The thing about it is, if you're trying to use,
can't pull my.
yeah, well, it's really weird because as you know, of course, your tongue can like move independently in a lot of different ways, and you have to think about isolating just those tip of the tongue muscles.
It's really hard for me to get the back of my tongue, the base of the tongue down to accommodate it. But you do like a wave with your tongue. Okay, can you guys touch your...
Oh, you almost did it.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
hold
it.
it.
You're
Hold
doing
it.
it. Look.
Do anything else? You're doing too much.
You know
She
the,
did it.
You know the person
She
who's like,
did it.
am I rolling my tongue? Going? That's what I felt like, you guys. Can you touch your tongue to your nose?
Absolutely not.
We do this in our testing.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Oh. But I have a Polish nose, so I have an advantage.
I got
With
nothing.
the tongue down the chin, you can do that one.
That one?
Yeah.
We might be using that. Based on what I heard, we might be using some of this in our false chord lesson.
Ooh.
Be aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Be aware. The other one was, we already tried this, but you missed it, flipping the tongue both ways, so right and left. Oh, pro.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got it. Let's see. So I think that was really it.
Can you like do a roll like?
Oh, yeah. So I have Invisalign in right now, so it might be a little challenging to get the back, but let's try. Whew, that's like
There you
that
go.
way. Oh, you do
Yeah.
it fast.
Now is your tongue up against your teeth, kind of like
Right behind my alveolar ridge, the
Ah,
back
yeah,
of my
yeah.
front teeth.
So that's guttural spot.
I could like pop out my Invisalign and try this.
Oh, you could.
I can't get enough contact with the front of my teeth
Yeah.
or bottom teeth. I want to like buckle it out in here. Do it again.
so or there you go. Another one I think is really cool. It's used a lot in voice acting.
Please, ladies.
Or leader.
Come in.
I hate to say this, but chat is saying it's very difficult for them to see your tongue so far away. So you need to get closer to the camera to show them what you're actually doing. Wonderful. Thank
All right, amazing.
Perfection.
Oh, wait,
Perfection.
I
you
can't
please
do the tongue
display
trills.
all of the other amazing. Can you demonstrate the?
Yes,
the
show. And then I want to talk
the
about when people say
Okay.
they can't do a tongue trill.
Oh,
But
okay.
go, show.
So, hi. One that we did was roll to both sides. I can only run to one side, and I can't do the other. But you can, and you can if you want to show that off.
Go for it, Mark.
You want to?
I don't think anybody wants to look at my ugly mug.
I was just thinking, I don't know if anyone wants to like.
You want to rock this? Yeah, you had.
There we go.
Yeah, that's both. Yeah, that's both.
And then
Bring it in and out.
that's
There's no chance.
no
There's
chance.
And then of course you guys know this.
Can you? So some people can roll. It's like a lingual velar, like a.
Oh, like
that was
Chewie.
pretty.
That was like Chewbacca.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that's actually really tough for me. But as is usual, not thinking about it too much. Can you do?
You're like a drunk Wookiee.
It's like I'm going, and then just adding voice to it.
You sound like a cat.
I get like a velar trill more than anything with that. I don't know.
Well, maybe that's what. It does feel. So it does feel like my soft palate is kind of like
It's like
doing
the
this
snore.
more on the sleep apnea homies unite. What's up? Yeah.
But I always tell people to play around with a voiceless, so don't actually introduce vocal fold vibration, right? So you can just lip bubble, or you can add voice. See what happens. Is there a breakdown between when you have to add your voice into it? Because usually when you add voicing is when people have more of that breakdown, because they're stopping their airflow. And somewhere along the system,